Soundcore Sport X20 versus Powerbeats Pro 2. The Beats cost a lot more, and the real question is not which one sounds louder or looks cooler, but whether what you get from the pricier pair actually justifies the gap for how you train. Paying up is not always smart, and going cheap is not always smart either. Let's make it clear. Fit first, because if they don't stay in, nothing else matters. Both are hook designs, and both nail the basics. The Sport X20 actually does something clever here. The hooks rotate up to 30 degrees and extend a few millimeters, so if you've got bigger ears or a weird angle, you can dial it in. People who own them keep saying the same thing, that you almost forget they're on. The Powerbeats Pro 2 went the opposite route, with a nickel titanium reinforced hook that's lighter and tighter than the original. For most ears, it locks in beautifully, but there's a real pattern in the reviews where people with sensitive ears feel soreness behind the ear after a couple of hours, and one owner mentioned the bud popping out during bench press if facial muscles move.
That's not universal, but it's not a one-off either. Straight up, for pure, all-day comfort across more ear shapes, the X20's adjustable hook is the safer bet. For a tight, sport-locked feel during shorter, intense sessions, the Beats grip is hard to beat. Now, noise cancellation, because the gym is loud and that matters. Both have ANC and transparency, which already puts them ahead of older sport buds. The Beats ANC is genuinely strong, measured at around the same reduction as the AirPods Pro 2, and transparency feels natural enough that you can run near traffic without yanking a bud out. The Sport X20 brings adaptive ANC, plus manual levels through the app, and it punches above what you'd expect at this price. Is it Beats level? Not quite in the loudest environments, but for blocking clanging weights and gym music, it gets the job done. And the wind reduction mode is something I genuinely respect for outdoor training. Here, the Powerbeats has the edge, though not as wide as the price gap suggests.
Sound. This is where things get interesting. The X20 leans bass forward by default, which fits workout music perfectly. But the real trick is the Soundcore app. EQ presets, custom curves, Hear ID, 3D surround, you can shape these to whatever you want. The Powerbeats Pro 2 plays it differently. The H2 chip brings adaptive EQ and spatial audio with head tracking, and when it clicks, it sounds immersive. But here's the thing, there's a clear split in how people hear them. Plenty say the sound is rich and balanced. Others, including reviewers comparing them back-to-back with the Beats Fit Pro, say the Pro 2 sounds thin, mid-heavy, and lacking bass for the price, and there's no user EQ to fix it. That's a real flaw on a premium product. For pure tuning flexibility, the X20 wins. For Apple ecosystem features like spatial audio, the Beats does something the X20 simply can't. Durability. The Sport X20 carries an IP68 rating, which means full dust protection and submersion-tested water resistance. The Powerbeats Pro 2 is IPX4, splash and sweat resistant, no dust rating. If you train outdoors, lift in dusty environments, or just sweat a lot, that gap is bigger than it looks on paper. One review I came across mentioned using the X20 daily in a metal fab shop with welding and grinding for many months, and they held up. That tells me more than any marketing line. For rough use, the Soundcore is built tougher, period. Battery. Both claim around 45 to 48 hours total with the case. In real use, the X20 gives you up to 12 hours per bud with ANC off, around 7 with ANC on. The Pro 2 lands near 10 and 8, both fast charge well. The Beats case adds wireless Qi charging, which is genuinely convenient if you're in the Apple world. The X20 is USB-C only, and the case is chunkier. On raw runtime, basically a wash.
Quick note on controls and app. The X20 uses physical buttons that you remap fully through the Soundcore app, which is one of the deepest in the category. The Beats also has physical buttons and works flawlessly inside Apple, with one-touch pairing, Find My, and Siri. On Android, the Beats app exists, but the magic fades. And the Pro 2 only connects to one device at a time, no multi-point, which is a real annoyance for anyone juggling phone and laptop. The X20 handles dual device. The Pro 2 also throws in a heart rate monitor, which is a cool extra if you don't already own a watch, but reviewers agree it's not replacing a Garmin or Apple Watch anytime soon. Price and value. The two are not in the same range, not even close. The Sport X20 sits in budget-friendly territory and frequently drops further on Amazon promotions. The Powerbeats Pro 2 lives in premium territory, occasionally discounted but rarely deeply. What you're paying extra for with the Beats, the H2 chip, Apple ecosystem integration, spatial audio, heart rate sensing, wireless charging, and that signature secure feel. What you're not paying extra for? Better water resistance, a deeper app, or multi-device connection. The X20 delivers a remarkable feature set for what it asks. The Beats delivers a polished, Apple-tuned experience for considerably more. Here's the call. There's no single winner. The price gap is too wide, and each one nails different things, so your use case decides. If your priority is value, durability, and a deep app to tune the sound, the Soundcore Sport X20 is the smart buy. No fluff.
For sweat, dust, and rough training, it's the safer bet too. If you live in the Apple ecosystem and want spatial audio, wireless charging, and that locked-in sport feel for shorter, intense sessions, the Powerbeats Pro 2 earns its spot. For Android users, though, a lot of the magic fades. The X20 shows up more often in promotions, worth waiting for a drop. And you? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Links below in the description.